Welcome friends to the Odyssey. I am Mike Odyssey, and you have reached the video where we will hype to no end the 40th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. We're talking about everything we know so far on the celebration coming up this February. My friends, we are so close. It is December right now. Next month is already a new year, 2026. And hey, once we get to next year, we can say, hey guys, guess what? Next year is the live action movie of The Legend of Zelda. So if you know it's coming in 2027, 2026 is gonna be an incredible year for Zelda fans. We're gonna break it down in this video today, but if you're new here, I want to say first, welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us. If you would love to join us, go ahead and consider subscribing, clicking that bell so you get notified for all videos. We're trying to get to 60K before the year ends, 60K. And I know with your help, we can get there. Thank you so much for even considering it. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Man, 2026 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting years for Zelda fans, and I just cannot wait to see what Nintendo has in store. Not only Nintendo, but Sony and Nintendo with the live action movie, video games. That next big Zelda game, will it be the Ocarina of Time remake? I mean, there's a lot to talk about in this video. So let's go ahead and break it down so we don't miss anything regarding the 40th anniversary, right? So now the first question is, when is the 40th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda? It takes place in February, right? In only a couple of months, 2 months to be exact. 2026, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Zelda franchise. Now, we just celebrated this anniversary for the 35th anniversary of Zelda 5 years ago, alongside the Mario 35th, right? And so the big question is here, how big will Nintendo go with this celebration? Last time, we didn't get as big of a celebration as Mario did, right? This time around, we didn't get as big of celebration of Mario. So maybe Nintendo is alternating and giving us a bigger celebration for Zelda and a smaller celebration for Mario. So that's the first sign that we might point at that Nintendo could give us something big, right? And so yes, February is the 40th anniversary of the Zelda. Now, what will headline this anniversary? What is the biggest announcement? Go ahead and drop down below in the comments, what to you is the biggest announcement Nintendo could make regarding the 40th anniversary of Zelda. I'm going to tell you what it is to me. To me, it's the live action movie. We've already seen Nintendo issue a statement. This is Miyamoto on Twitter, and they gave us the images of live action Link and Zelda in the field while filming in New Zealand. They look incredible, right? And we still don't know all of the details. We've seen images, we've seen links, we've seen Impa, Zelda, and Link. We haven't seen Ganon or any other character within the franchise, right? So I think that one of the major announcements we're gonna get during the 40th anniversary is a trailer drop. Yes, a teaser trailer drop. It doesn't have to be a big trailer, a story-driven trailer drop. It's just a trailer drop that could tease us what is happening in the movie, right? And of course, alongside that, the cast announcement. Who will finally play Ganondorf, right? There are many choices out there, and I'm sure you guys can drop your choice for Ganon down below. I'm not gonna choose anyone because I'm open to whomever is gonna be. I know they chose a Link and Zelda. They're fairly unknown. Perfect casting, because now we can just associate these characters with Link and Zelda. But I think they're gonna go big when it comes to a name for Ganondorf, right? For Ganondorf and for the other characters around it, the support cast around these new actors, these up and coming actors, and so they're gonna be bigger names, in my opinion, right? And so I do believe that the 40th anniversary of Zelda will be led by the live action movie, which is slated for 2027 and throughout the 40th anniversary year, because I believe it's going to be a year-long celebration. we will get bits and pieces of the movie, maybe Nintendo Directs dedicated to launch trailers for the movie, just like Nintendo does with their Illumination movies. I believe that we are also going to get Nintendo Directs dedicated to every time we have a trailer for the movie, every time we have some type of big announcement related to the movie, we'll get that Nintendo Direct dedicated to Zelda throughout 2026. And that this only helps because it makes the wait a lot shorter, right? Knowing that we can just kind of, reach milestones on the way to that big, awesome event of actually seeing Link and Zelda on the big screen. It's going to be extremely, extremely exciting. So now that's the first, I believe that is going to be the major headline for the Legend of Zelda's 40th anniversary. Now what another side of it is the gaming, of course, because that's the first part. I know a lot of you expected for me to say, hey, it's going to be a big giant, the big next Zelda game. No, I went with the movie. I think the movie's going to be the big splash, right? After that, the splash will continue, and not because this is second means it's lesser, but this is just as important. I think this second part is just as exciting, is just as important, and I think it's gonna make us fans even happier, right? I'm talking about the next big Zelda title, right? And of course, we just came over the Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild franchise storyline and then Hyrule Warriors completed that kind of I would call it a trilogy, right? With Hyrule Warriors being like a merged game with Tears of the Kingdom. I can't say it's a prequel because it's the past and present. I don't know. It's complicated, but it was a phenomenal game. I loved it. I loved the entire story arc for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and of course completing it now with Hyrule Warriors. But I'm ready for the next. I'm ready to see what's next, right? And whether it be a remake, because hello, remake, or the next big giant franchise game, right? The next story in the Legend of Zelda, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the remake from this time. We discovered patents on this channel that other channels have confirmed could be related to Ocarina of Time remake. Yes, Ocarina of Time, one of the most exciting and talked about and games of the Legend of Zelda series, and a game that could very well be our next big Zelda game in a remake form. Now, I know we've had this remaster or different version for the 3DS, but this time is different. I know there's a confusion with what's a remake, what's a remaster. A remake is from the ground up. If you are familiar with the Final Fantasy series, Final Fantasy 7 back in PlayStation, right? I'll give you the image right here. PlayStation 1 had this Final Fantasy 7, these little cubicle characters, square looking characters, and now this is the remake of Final Fantasy 7 that was out on PlayStation and is now coming to Nintendo Switch 2, and so you can see the difference between the original and a remake. This is what's going to be done to Ocarina of Time. Don't expect the same game. Expect a brand new title. A brand new game from the ground up, new characters, new images. When I mean new characters, I mean new art style. Like they're gonna build it from the ground up. They're not gonna be polygons with pointy noses, and a whole bunch of other stuff, right? If you look at the Gerudo is not gonna be pointy nose people like they are in Ocarina of Time, because we don't need polygons like that anymore. We have actual graphics now, right? And so it's gonna be a full remake of the franchise. It's probably gonna be expanded, right? It's probably gonna be expanded when it comes to the story, because there are so many areas that I've heard from so many Zelda fans could be expanded on, because maybe the game feels a little rushed in some areas where they can elaborate more on certain stories. And so with this new remake, they can do just that. I mean, with the legend, with Final Fantasy VII, we had Final Fantasy VII take place during one game. This time around, we have 3 games encompassing Final Fantasy VII. Why? Because they did just that. They realized that in Final Fantasy VII, the original, there were so many things that they could have told or maybe expanded on. And so in the remake, they did just that. It's just 3 mega games, with still the third unreleased, right? The third part of Final Fantasy VII has yet to be released. So an Ocarina of Time remake will be phenomenal to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the franchise and get us excited for the live action movie of The Legend of Zelda. Now, other than Ocarina of Time, we have other games rumored to have remakes in the works. For example, we have the Oracle games that have been rumored for a while now. We know that Nintendo is doing very well with, they did very well with Echoes of Wisdom and of course A Link to the Past with that beautiful art style, like little chibi Link, chibi Zelda. And so they can continue bringing back games from the past, those top-down games in that same art style. And so those games like the Oracle games, A Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds, all those games could come back in that art style, right? The only game that I think that will make a bigger impact and just kind of create a bigger wave, of course, is Ocarina of Time. But you guys let me know in the comments below, what games would you love to see Nintendo kind of put out there for the 40th anniversary? Now we have, of course, merch that is gonna be out there. We have the toys, we have the Lego series that they're making things out there. First Forward Figures is creating this really nice sword from Tears of the Kingdom, and so many other things that are planned for the 40th anniversary of Zelda. Guys, let me know down below, what are your thoughts? What do you want to see Nintendo do for the 4th anniversary? Right now, these are the biggest things that I mentioned in this video that I want to see happening this coming year. And who knows what else Nintendo has planned regarding the Zelda franchise, right? There's just so much more that we can talk about. There's so much more that they can do. But I want to hear your thoughts, guys. Let me know in the comments below, what would you want Nintendo to do? There are some of you who don't care too much about Ocarina of Time and you would like to see other games being remade. Let me know down below what games those are, and we'll continue this conversation in the comments below. All right, my friends, I hope you guys are excited as I am for this 40th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. If you are, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. It helps the video reach further. And leave your comment down below. If you have not subscribed yet, do so right now. It'll be awesome, and I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Before I let you go, never give up and journey on. Peace.